Hello, my name is Karen Hamilton. I'm up here at Collin College in Plano, Texas, where I teach. I also teach at Glazed Ceramic Studio in McKinney, and my home studio is in Lucas, Texas. It's in a 40-foot shipping container, and the lighting isn't that great for videos like this, so I thought I would video up here at the school. I work with Cone 6 T-Mix. I make functional work. This is one of my baskets, and I'm going to show you how I make this and how I achieve that puffy texture. This is my third year to participate in the Texas Clay Festival, and this is my first year to demonstrate for you guys. I'm going to start by centering 1.5 pounds of clay, and then I'm going to throw a bottomless cylinder that will be about 5 inches tall and 7 inches wide after I alter the form into an oval. Once the clay is centered, I will open the well and go all the way to the wheel head. I will then use my thumb and index finger to pinch and brace the clay at the base, while I also use a sponge to compress down. This secures the clay to the wheel head. Next, I will slowly open the cylinder, pulling slowly towards my body and stopping when I reach my desired diameter. I will do several pulls, making sure my walls are even, top to bottom, and then I will refine the surface with a rib tool to create a nice smooth surface on the exterior. While I wait for my cylinder to set up a little bit, I will prepare my slab for the base. To create my slabs, I mostly use the tossing method and a rolling pin to stretch the clay. I always turn the slab over and rotate at 90 degrees. This creates an even consistency. And then I finish it off by using my rib tool to compress the slab. So now my cylinder is at the right consistency, and I can go ahead and wire tool it free from the bat and start to gently shape it into an oval shape, transfer it over to my slab, slip and score, and connect it to the base. Okay, so my oval form is ready to go and ready to be stretched. I'll be using craft foam to stretch, to press into the surface and then stretch from the inside out. Craft foam, so this is on the thicker side. I have found out that the thinner foam doesn't leave the lines or impressions that I'm after, and it's a little harder to stretch the clay around it because it doesn't have as much structure. So the thicker foam works best. And here's just a few shapes that I've been using on some recent pots, but this is the one that I'm going to be using for this basket. Okay, this is my favorite part of the process. So I place the craft foam on the surface and run my fingers along the edge while also bracing the clay on the inside so it leaves a good impression. After I make the exterior line, I'll get my fingers wet and press outwards on the inside around the foam edge, stretching the clay and creating a puffy surface. And then rinse and repeat all the way around. Okay, so I have the surface the way I want it now. I've made the impressions all the way around the surface and stretched the clay out the way I like it. Now I'm going to go in with a few tools and enhance the lines a little bit and create a place for the glaze to pull in. So I'm going to start with this plastic mandala tool that I got on Amazon. It acts a lot like a rubber tip tool. It just has a nice soft tip on both ends, and it's nice and hard, so it kind of gives a hard edge look around the edges. And then I'll go over it with a soft paintbrush. It acts a lot like a wet sponge. So yeah, so this is not quite leather hard. It's still wet, but I can still pick it up and cradle it and still make the marks that I want. So I'll have to get closer for this probably. I'm just gonna start here, and I kind of just go around my lines. I'll show you all this in a close-up as well too here in a minute. But I'll get one of these lines done, and then I'll show you the difference between making this line a little bit deeper and then if I just left it alone. I think the first kiln load of these I made, I just pushed in with the craft foam, made the impression, was really happy with that freshness, the fresh line that the foam made. But as I have progressed with this body of work, I really enjoy adding a little bit more depth and increasing the line quality. And then also after I figured out how the glaze was going to react, I decided to make these a little bit deeper. All right, so that's just one line. Probably hard to see that. There is a difference there. I'll show it up close in a minute. I'll also take my paintbrush here and just follow that line now. I'm gonna soften that hard edge that I created. I like a really soft, smooth surface, so I probably spend more time than I should on doing this, but it's just the look that I'm after, so I spend the time doing it. All right, let's see if you can see that, and then I will do a close-up the difference. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my demo. I hope to see you in person in my booth. I hate to say it, but I'm over by the porta potties. Come find me. Thank you.